Happy Halloween. I've got kitties here and we're gonna read a new story. Now I will tell you beforehand, do you hear that? That's a sick kitty. But to be able to read a story to little tiny kitties today, we're in what I call the kitten garden room. And that, hi Mary. And that is where Tara, who's a sick kitty, is also staying. So you'll hear her, she's got an upper respiratory, she's a little sick, just like when you get a cold, but she'll be okay, don't worry. So today, I'm super excited because these were always my favorite books. You cannot have my drink. We're reading The Berenstain Bears Trick or Treat. Berenstain, I don't know. Also, if you look it up, they say that it kept switching over the last few years. Conspiracy theory? I think so. All right, meanwhile, we're gonna have kitties joining us. This is Max, this is Sarah, and Sarah's little mini-me, Winnie. And here comes Mary.
Boop. Hi, Mary. Oh, good girl. All right, come on, Winnie. Let's scoot in. Come on. Oh, no.
All right, let's get started. Oh, they're gonna play with the camera tripod, so they'll probably go shaking. Look at all these great stickers. What should I do with them? I'm gonna use them somehow. Okay. Trick or treat. I don't know what you guys are dressing up for Halloween, but I'll probably be a cat. Real shocker. I know.
What did you find? A mousers? There you go. You want your mouse? Mouse break.
Okay, we have to start. We haven't even gotten started and you're already interrupting me. Page 1 and 2. The sights and sounds of autumn were all around as Mama Bear pushed her shopping cart along the path that led to the Bears family treehouse. The trees and shrubs were ablaze with color. Farmer Ben's pumpkins stood bright orange in the October sun. The crowds cawed noisily as they searched, the crows, not the crowds. The crows cawed noisily as they searched the stubble for bits of corn. Wild geese in great V formations honked high in the sky as they flew south. I don't know about you guys, but I want to live in a treehouse like that. Mary, come on. Oh my Lord, how cute is that? Okay. But the surest sign of the season was inside the treehouse, hiding behind Papa Bear's easy chair. It was Brother Bear, waiting to try out his Halloween costume on Mama. It wasn't Halloween yet, but brother and sister couldn't wait to try on their new costumes. Sister was going to be a beautiful ballerina. Well, what do you think? She asked, taking the third position. Shh, said Brother. Mama's coming. Brother had chosen to be a spooky monster on Halloween. He had bought the spookiest monster mask he could find, and Mama made the rest of the costume. There she is as a ballerina. And there's his monster costume. Next page, Mary. Come in, you want to get up here? Ready? Boo! He shouted as Mama came in with the groceries. Help, a monster, she cried, pretending to be frightened. It's only me, Mama, he said, showing his face. So it is, said Mama. Well, that just goes to show that appearances can be deceiving. Appearances can be deceiving? What does that mean? Asked Sister. It's just a grown-up way of saying that things aren't always as they look, explained Mama as she unpacked the groceries. Look, goodies, said Brother. Hands off, please, said Mama. Those are for trick-or-treaters who come to our house tomorrow night. My favorite candy to get? Always the Reese's peanut butter cups. That was always a big score. Next page. Brother and sister were very excited about Halloween and a little nervous too. This was the first year they would be going trick-or-treating without a grown-up along to supervise. The kittens are distracting me. I'm not so sure I like the idea of them going by themselves, said Papa as he carved the pumpkin he got from Farmer Ben. It's pretty spooky out there, he added, making a scary face at the cubs. Did you see it, Mary? Right here. Right there, that's the scary face. Do you see it? Okay. Ready for the next page? Okay, get a look. Okay. Now, Papa, said Mama, if brother and sister want to accept the challenge of going out on their own, I think we should encourage them. But remember, she continued, turning to the cubs, there'll be strict rules. You'll stay in your own neighborhood and you won't eat any of the treats until you're back home. Besides, said brother, we won't really be by ourselves. We made a trick-or-treat date with Cousin Freddie, Lizzie Brune, and Queenie McBear. Look how cute Mama Bear's outfit is. I wear that same outfit all the time. There, said Papa, putting the finishing touches on the jack-o'-lantern. Then he lit a candle inside it and turned out all the lights. It was pretty scary. Excuse me, kids. They are gonna make the camera fall over. Boop, 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 boop. Next page. And Sarah.
Come on, Mary, you're gonna miss it. Okay, come on.
The next day, brother and sister began planning the trick-or-treat route they'd follow that night. Brother got a pencil and paper and made a map of the neighborhood. That way, he explained, they wouldn't miss anybody. Let's see now, he said. We'll stop at our houses first. Ours, Freddie, Lizzie's, and Queenie's. Then we'll do Farmer Ben's and our sisters, Mrs. Grizzly. Excuse me, our sitters, not their sisters. Mrs. Grizzly for sure, agreed Sister. She usually makes special Halloween cookies. And Teacher Jane, she gives out good stuff. How about Dr. Grizzly, asked Brother. She's into health snacks. I think so, just be polite, said Sis. Gramps and Gran, of course, of course. There's their little map they made. I would hit up any house with candy. I don't need a map, you know, Mary? Any house will do. I'll tell you one place we are going to miss, said Brother, folding his map. What place is that? Asked Sister. That one, he answered, pointing out the window at the home of old Ms. McGrizz. It was a spooky, twisted old tree house in a thicket at the end of Crooked Lane. We're definitely not going there, he added with a shiver. Why ever not? Asked Mama, who was listening. Why not? Said the cubs. Because she's a witch. That's why not. Are you guys paying attention? Not really. Did my story put you to sleep? Okay. What utter nonsense, protested Mama. True, Ms. McGrizz is old and bent and rather forbidden looking. But I can assure you she's a perfectly nice person. But the cubs didn't believe her. Not for a minute. They knew better. Everyone knew better. No doubt about it. Ms. McGrizz was a witch, for sure. Just after dark, a pirate, a skeleton, and the wicked queen from Snow White came for brother and sister. They were Freddie, Lizzie, and Queenie, of course, and together they ventured into the darkness with their trick-or-treat bags. There we go. Come back. Okay, never mind. Before they could get started collecting Halloween goodies, they were joined by some worrisome company. Too Tall Grizzly and his gang, out for mischief. Too Tall didn't waste any time trying to get brother, sister, and their friends to go along with him and his gang. Just so you know what we're talking about. There you go. There's Too Tall. Come on, we'll show you goodies how to have some real Halloween fun, he said, pulling brother along with him. What sort of fun? Asked brother warily. Oh, you might say we're gonna put the trick back in trick or treat, he said, chuckling. It was so dark that brother and the others didn't notice where they were headed. Hey, said Sister, this is Crooked Lane. Not the witch's house.
Gotcha.
There you go. That's right, said Too Tall. We're gonna play a few tricks on old witch McGrizz. What sort of tricks? Asked brother. Her gnarled, twisted old treehouse loomed ahead. First, whispered Too Tall, taking a roll of toilet paper from his jacket, we'll decorate her house with a little of this. Then maybe we'll tie a few knots in her clothesline. Then smear some honey on her broomstick so she'll stick to it when she tries to fly. Did you see it? That's the tree house. Did you get a good look? Mary, did you get a good look? Okay. But before Too Tall and his gang could start their mischief, the front door opened and a bright yellow light stabbed the darkness. And there in the doorway stood the frightening figure of old Miss McGrid. "Aha," she said in a gravelly voice, "I'm ready for you." I don't know about you, but she doesn't look too scary to me. She's just chilling, you know? She led the terrified cubs into a cozy living room. To their great surprise, there was a big tray of beautiful candy apples, all prepared for Halloween visitors. "Mama was right," whispered sister to brother. "Ms. McGriz really is a sweet, kind old person." The cubs thanked her for the beautiful apples and went about the rest of their trick-or-treat business. There's all the apples. Can I help you? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not show you? There you go. Okay. Later that evening, are you okay? Brother and sister were at home looking over all the treats they had collected. The beautiful candy apples stood out, and Papa asked where they came from. "From Ms. McGriz," answered Brother. "From that scary-looking old grouch puss that lives down Crooked Lane," said Papa. "That's right," said Brother, taking a delicious bite of his candy apple. Well, that's not very nice of Papa to say, is it? Come on, Papa, be cool. Oh, I'm sorry. There you go. "You must really try to remember, Papa," said Sister, giving her apple a little lick. "Appearances can be quite deceiving." Mary. And that was Trick or Treat by Stan and Jan Berenstain. Let's see if there's any other info we missed. Every little bears expect a good fright when they go out for treats on Halloween night. Do you know what I mean? I think that's it, guys. I think we covered it. It's time to get our sticker on. Look how many Berenstain Bear books there are. You're gonna have to read all of them and let me know how they are. I know I'm going to. All right, guys, well, I hope you have a safe Halloween. I hope you have fun trick-or-treating. I will be here with my kittens. We will be maybe having some treats, but not candy treats for the kittens. Mary. And boop. Woo! All right. Have a good night.